CS, not yet? Okay. All right. So, again, today is Tuesday, August 10th, 2021. And today's lesson is Unit 11, page 61 to 63. And we'll do workbook 41 to 42, discuss it, and then you will do that as your homework, okay? Yes? Okay, please take down the raise your hand on Google Meet. Take it down. Austin. Okay. So, please get your vocabulary books and let's open let's talk about and review Unit 11 vocabulary. Okay. Unit 11 vocabulary. Ready? So, what is number 1? Who can read it? Yes, Austin?
Flat tire.
Flat tire.
Flat tire.
Please spell.
FLATTIRE.
Very good. So everybody say flat tire. Okay, thank you. Flat tire. Next, number 2, who can read it? Eugene.
To borrow.
To borrow. Please spell.
TOBORROW.
Thank you. Everybody say to borrow. All right, Ederson, you want to do number 3? Okay, Ederson, number 3, what is it?
To lend.
To lend. Please spell.
TOLEND.
Great job. Okay. Thank you. Everybody say to lend. Okay. Number 4. Jason. What is number 4?
Air pump.
Again?
Air pump.
Air pump. Okay. Please spell.
AIRPUMP.
Thank you. Is it one word or 2 words?
2 words.
Okay. Next, number 5. Ryan, what is number 5?
Feature.
Again?
Feature.
Feature. Okay, please spell.
FEATURE.
Thank you. Okay. Now, on your book, on page 62, it talks about only until 1 to 4, actually. But we will talk about 1 to 5 because that's your vocabulary, your first vocabulary test. Okay? So everybody, let's read feature, number 5. Feature. Okay, everybody, number 1, flat tire. What is a flat tire? Yes, Austin, what is a flat tire?
The wheel is broken.
So the wheel is broken. And what else? What does it mean the wheel is broken? Is it destroyed? Is it smaller? How is it broken? Austin. There is no
air inside.
Yes. So we don't say when it's a flat tire, it's not broken, but there's just no air inside. Okay? Because if you say broken, that means you can't use it anymore. Do you understand? So flat tire just means that it doesn't have air inside. So you can still use it after you put air, or you cover if it has a hole. Okay? So it's not really like broken. Everybody, let's read number 2. To borrow. What is to borrow? What is to borrow? Eugene.
You gave someone a thing and he or she need to give you back.
Okay, great job. So, is it really give, or you share something that you have?
Share.
Okay, you share. You share what you have with someone else, and that means they will give it back to you. Because if you say give, that means it is you're giving it away. You give it to them. They don't need to bring it or give it back to you. Okay? So, next one. Number 3, to lend. Who can tell me what is to lend? Ryan, what is to lend?
Who is want people to share their things?
Okay, so very good. So to borrow and to lend, some people think that they are the same, but it's different because um, it depends who is saying or asking the question. So I will give you an example. Let's have here CS. Hi, CS. Huh. This is CS. And CS's hair. Okay, so CS and let's say Janus. Oh, sorry, Janus. This is Janus. And let's say CS has a book. Okay. This is CS's book. And Janus, you want CS to share his book with you. Okay. So this means that Janus wants to borrow the book, right? So Janus, you know, it's difficult to use the marker. Can I just type? Okay, Janus, he will borrow the book, or he borrows the book. Because again, the book is not his, it is CS's. Now, if it's CS, do we say CS borrows the book? No, because it's his book. Janus is the one who borrows the book. Now, if it's CS, we say lends. CS lends his book to Janus. Okay? Because it's his book. So it's wrong if you say, teacher, can you borrow me your book? It's wrong. Teacher, can you borrow me your vocabulary book? You like to ask that question, right? Or teacher, can do you have an eraser? And then I will say, why? Oh, can you borrow me an eraser? It's wrong. It should be lend. You need to tell or ask me, teacher, can you lend me your eraser? Can you lend me your vocabulary book? Do you understand? Because it's my eraser. It's my vocabulary book. Do you understand? So, the sentence here will be CS lends his book to Janus. Lends, not borrows. Now, while Janus is the one who's going to use it, so then it will be Janus borrows CS's book. Do you understand? Now, if it's a question, how do you ask the question? CS does not need to ask the question. It's Janus who needs to ask the question, right? He wants to borrow it. So, he can say, may I borrow your book? Or can you? So now he's saying, can you lend me your book? Now here it is borrow because may I, that means it's me. So Janus, may Janus borrow your book? You change it. May I borrow your book? You book. Why did I put you book? Your book. But if the question is can you, then it will be lend because Janus is asking CS, can you lend me your book? Can CS lend Janus his book? Okay? So that's the key word. If you want to ask may I, then you need to use borrow. If you want to ask can you, then you need to add use lend. Do you understand? All right. Now, can you please give me a sentence? No, a question. So you want to ask me, you want to borrow something from, let's say, from your classmate. Let's say, Eugene, you want to borrow something from Jason. What will you ask? Let's say you want to borrow a pen. So what question will you ask Jason, Eugene?
May I borrow your
Pen.
pen?
Yes, or you can ask can
you lend me your pen?
Very good. Next, Jason. Let's say you want to borrow something from Janus. Let's say what? Comic books. Let's say you want to borrow a comic book from Janus. So how do you ask Janus? Jason?
Can you lend me your comic book?
Or you can also say, may.
May I borrow your comic book?
Okay, thank you. Next, Janus. Let's say you want to borrow something from CS. Let's say his, I don't know, school bag. He want to borrow a school bag.
May I borrow your school bag?
Or,
Can you lend me your school bag?
very good. So CS. Let's say you want to borrow something from Ethan. What do you think?
The water bottle.
Water bottle? Okay. So go. Ask Ethan. Ask Ethan. You want to borrow his water bottle, so go ask him.
May I borrow your water bottle?
Your.
Your water bottle.
Or you can ask.
Can you lend me your water bottle?
Very good. Thank you. Ethan, how about you? Let's say you want to borrow something from Ryan. What do you think you can borrow from Ryan?
Pencil.
Okay, pencil. Go. Ask him.
May I borrow your pencil?
Or.
Can you lend me your pencil?
Thank you. Great job. Ryan, your turn. Let's say you need to borrow something from Yo-Yo. What do you think you will borrow from Yo-Yo?
Pencil box.
The whole pencil box. Okay. Go. Ask him.
May I borrow your pencil box?
Or.
Can you lend me your pencil box?
Great job. Next, Yo-Yo. Let's say, Yo-Yo, you have to borrow something from Jenny. What do you think you'll borrow from Jenny? Ruler. You can say ruler.
Okay.
Okay, go. Ask Jenny.
Jenny, may I borrow your ruler?
Or.
Can you lend me your ruler?
Great job. Jenny, your turn. So, Jenny, let's say you need to borrow something from Austin. What do you need to borrow? Trying to think.
Eraser.
Okay. Eraser, go.
May I borrow your eraser?
Or.
Can you lend me your eraser?
Great job. Now, Austin, let's say you need to ask me something. You need to borrow something from me. What do you always like to borrow?
Ruler.
Huh? You don't borrow ruler from me or from the teacher. What's something that you always borrow from the teacher? Not always, but a lot of times.
Eraser.
Okay, go.
May I borrow your eraser?
Or.
Can you lend me your eraser?
Okay. So, everybody, we practice this. Do you understand it? Lend versus borrow. All right. So, now that we're finished with lend and borrow, let's go to number 4, air pump. What is air pump? When you have a flat tire, you can use an air pump. Okay, and it can put some air back into the tire. So there are different kinds of air pumps. If we're talking about an air pump for a bike, it would be a smaller one. Like this. Usually it's like this. Have you seen this before? Yes? Okay. If we have an let's say we need to find an air pump for a car tire, not a car itself, but a car tire. Then it will be a little bit bigger and heavier. It can look like this, or something like this. Yeah. Okay? And it's usually faster if it's a machine like this. How about if it's an air pump for a balloon? That's also different kind. It's usually something like this. Okay? Or it can be like this. Okay? Another one. Where else can we use an air pump? Yes, Austin.
Ball.
What kind of ball?
Basketball.
Basketball. Air pump for a basketball is almost the same as the one for the bike. Almost the same. Actually, it's not the same as the bike. It would be like the bike and like the balloons air pump. If it's a beach ball, like this, you can also have this kind of, but this is a foot pump, foot air pump. You use your foot and then it can put some air inside. This one too is a foot air pump. Okay, so there are different kinds of air pumps. Next, number 5, feature. What is feature? Jason, what is feature?
The different.
Huh? You said different?
Very different.
Very different. What's another way to say feature? Let's have Ethan. What is feature? Yes, Eugene?
Special.
Yes, another word for feature will be special. Okay? Great job. So those students who shared about some vocabulary words will get that. And then the others will get 10 points for giving the questions. Can you and may I? Okay. Now everybody, please go and turn to page 61. Please turn to page 61 of your English all the way. Hey. Okay, so here we have as what I said on page 62, we only have 1 to 4. And then we can see the pictures. So here are different pictures about the vocabulary. Now here are other questions that you can ask other people if you need help. So Unit 11 is about how to ask for help, but in a nice way. Because sometimes you can also ask help, but it doesn't sound nice. It's not polite. So people will say, no, I don't want to help you. So you need to ask in a nice way. So here are examples. Everybody, let's read on page 62. Everybody, you will read Rick. Okay? And I will read Jason. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turn on your microphone and start.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Jason. What happened?
My bike got a flat tire and I don't know what to do. Could you help me?
Let me see. I will
No, I haven't, and I don't have the tools to fix it. May I borrow your tools?
Sure.
Garage.
Rob.
Would you mind getting them for me now?
No.
Not at all. I'll be back.
Oh. I will be.
Okay, now let's switch. You read Jason and I will read Rick's lines, okay? Ready? Hi, Jason. What happened? Go.
My bike got a flat tire and I don't know what to do. Could you help me?
Let me see. Have you fixed flat tires before?
No.
Sure. I think I left my tools at the garage.
Would you mind getting them for me?
Wait, what happened? Would you mind? Wait. So, what happened? Let me see. What did I say again? You read Rick.
We read Jason and you read Rick.
Oh, okay. So, not at all. I'll be right back. Okay. I think we switched, right? Did we switch? Not yet.
Yes.
Okay. So, now the questions you can ask others if you need help and it will sound nice is if you have could you blah blah blah. So this one, the sentence will be could you, and then it has to have a verb. Only verb, no ing, no past tense, no past participle. Only just a simple present verb. Okay? So, could you help me? Could you cook food for me? Could you buy me a drink? could you give me some money? So it's only a verb. You don't need to say, could you helping me? No. You don't need to say, could you helped me? No. Only a verb, okay? Next, another question that you can ask is, may I? Blah, blah, blah. So here, also it's the same. You don't need a ing, you don't need a verb, past tense, only a simple verb, okay? So here you can say, may I borrow your tools? May I go in? Just like when we have E7 class before, remember? If someone needs to come inside, they knock on the door. And then they ask me, may I go inside? May I take my things? So you don't say, may I going? No. May I taking? No. Just the verb. May I go inside? May I go to the bathroom? May I wash my hands? May I borrow your tools? Do you understand? Next, another question that you can ask, so it will still be nice. You know, the person will think that you are a nice person. Then you need to ask, would you mind blah, blah, blah. Now this one, you need to have ing. The verb has an ing. Would you mind verb ing? Okay? Would you mind getting my books for me? Would you mind cooking food for me? Would you mind giving me some money? Would you mind taking my books for me? Would you mind verb ing? Okay? So again, could you plus verb. May I plus verb. Would you mind verb ing? Again, could you, and then it will be a verb. May I, and then it will be a verb. And would you mind? Is it a verb or verb ing? Would you mind? Verb ing. Okay? Now, there's another one that is would you mind, but it is would you mind if I, and then the verb here is past tense. Okay? So here it would be, would you mind if I wrote my homework? Would you mind if I went to the bathroom? Would you mind if I took the next bus? So past tense. And I just saw one as a would you like to is here, verb. So we have 5 different questions here asking for help, and they're all nice ways. These are all questions, nice ways to ask for help. Do you understand? So again, there are 5 questions that you can ask if you need help, and it's all nice. They're all nice ways to do it, but you need to be careful with the verb. Could you? Verb. May I? Plus verb. Would you like to? Verb. Would you like to eat some cake? Would you like to drink some water? Would you like to take a rest? Now here, would you mind? And it's a verb ing. Would you mind if changes it and it becomes a verb past tense. Do you understand? We will practice more later. You can have your break. I'll give you 5 minutes break. Please start now. 5 minutes. Break time, okay? 5 minutes. Okay. So, okay. Again, everybody, these are questions to make, to ask or use if you want to have, if you want to ask for help, and it is in a nice way. So again, let's read the questions. Turn on your microphone. Ready? Read the one that is inside the boxes. Ready? May I?
May I borrow
your book?
Janice and Austin, I said turn on your microphone. May I? Go.
May I
May I borrow your
Next, could you?
book?
You
Give me
lend me your
your umbrella.
umbrella?
Next, would you?
Would
Would
you
you take a
take a picture for me?
Next, would you like?
Would you like to
Would you like to
Would
fly
you
a
like to buy a car?
Okay. So do you understand all of this? Okay. So let's go to workbook and let's see if you can. You know what? Let's go to page 64. 65. English all the way, page 65 up. Let's try to do 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So here it already tells you you need to make polite requests using the cues. That means using the first word. So for number 1, you need to use could. Number 2, you need to use may. And number 3, you need to use would you mind. So number 1, you want to borrow your friend's bicycle to go shopping. So here you need to ask the question, could blah 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 blah. Your friend says, sure, no problem, but please remember to lock it. What is the question that you can ask your friend? Yo-yo.
Could you borrow me your bicycle?
Did we practice already? Could you borrow me? Could you borrow me? Is that correct? Try again. We don't say borrow me, remember? I said that.
Could you borrow to me your bicycle?
Who has a different answer? Austin.
Could you lend me your bicycle?
Are you listening, Yo-Yo?
Yes.
What did Austin answer?
Could you lend me your bicycle?
So again, we don't say could you borrow me? I already said that. What happened to one by one? I asked you to do this one. That's why I started the class with CS and Janus. This one. Is the question here, could you borrow me? No, right? It's lend me. Lend me. Lend me. Can you lend me? Could you lend me? It's okay if you change can, but you cannot change you lend me. It's always going to be lend me, or you is the person who owns the book. Lend and then to who. Do you understand, Yo-Yo?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back again. Do not say borrow me. Who has a different answer? Is there only one answer? Could you lend me? Could you lend me your bicycle? Okay. Next one. Let me make a line instead. Could you lend me your bicycle? Number 2, you want to use someone's computer. How do you ask politely? May blah 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 blah. And the person says, of course, go right ahead. What is the question? CS.
May I borrow your computers?
You? May I borrow you computers? Try again.
May I borrow your computer?
Okay, great job. May I borrow your computer? May I borrow your computer? And last one. Number 3, you need to help to get the books from the top of the shelf. That means there's a bookshelf and then the top is the highest place. It's way up there. So you need help to get those books. Now you ask the question, would you mind blah 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 blah. The person now says, not at all. That means this person will help you. Okay? Would you mind also means like, do you care, or do you care if you do this for me? And if the person say, oh no, I don't care, that means I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Would you mind? Okay. So if I ask, would you mind sitting properly? So I'm asking you nicely to sit properly. And if you say like, no, I don't mind, that means you will sit properly. Okay? Because that means that, oh yes, I will. I care, no problem. Now, if this is the problem, you need help to get the books from the top shelf. What is the question? Who can try? Jenny? Jason? Eugene? Ryan? Janice? Ethan? All right, Ethan.
Would you mind getting the books from the top of the shelf?
Very good. Would you mind getting? So again, it's would you mind getting the books So why is it would you mind getting? Because here, would you mind verb ing. Okay? So it has to be would you mind getting? Would you mind getting the books from the top of the shelf? No problem. Not at all. Okay? So please write 1, 2, and 3. We will do that. Oops, sorry. I'll give you a minute to finish. 1 minute. Okay. So now, let's go to your workbook. You can open your workbooks, but don't write. Today we're going to do, oh no, it opened a different unit. Oh no. So we'll continue to practice would you mind, could you, may I, $11. All right, page 41. Okay, so on page 41, you need to put the sentences in correct order. That means it's a dialogue, a conversation about something. Ready? So, A, B, C. Who can read number 1? Read, not answer, only read. All right, Eugene, please read number 1.
I can't get the book on the top shelf. Sure, what's the matter? Could you help me?
Okay, so who wants to answer? Which one comes first, second, and third? Jenny. Edison, turn on your camera, please. Jenny, what's the answer for number 1? So, I'll give you time to answer, Jenny. I want you to answer number 1. Who wants to answer number 2? CS. Who wants to answer number 3? Ederson. Who wants to answer number 4? Let's have Janice. Janice, you have your workbook? Okay. So again, you will answer. Other people will read. So number 2, who can read? Number 2. Austin, go, read. You don't need to answer, just read.
I got a flat tire. May I borrow your tools? Hi, what happened? No problem. I'll go get them for you.
Thank you. CS, are you ready to give your answers? Okay, what's your answer? Which one is first, second, and third?
BAC.
BAC. So now, who can read, but you need to follow BAC? All right, Ethan, follow BAC, go.
Hi, what happened? I got a flat tire. May I borrow your tools? No problem. I'll go get them for you.
Very good, CS. Okay, this is correct. BAC for number 2. Again, don't write. This is your homework. Next, Ederson. Are you ready to give your answer?
Yes.
Okay, so let's have someone read first and then you can give your answer. Jason, read please, number 3. Only read. Go, ABC.
This CD game is cool. I don't like to lend my stuff to anyone. May I borrow it?
Okay, thank you, Jason. Edison, what's your answer?
ACB.
ACB. Let's see, ACB, right? ACB. Now, who can read following A, C, and B? Ryan. Please
This
follow.
game is cool. May I borrow it? I don't like to lend my stuff to anyone.
Thank you. So Ederson, this is correct. Number 4. Who can read? CS. Read.
Sorry, I
Afraid I can't.
Afraid.
Afraid I can't.
Afraid.
Afraid I can't.
Afraid. Yes,
Afraid I can't. When you come
When
to
you
when you
went
come
would
you come to my home tonight? I have
tonight.
tonight. I have a long of homework
Along. Are you sure it's along?
a long of homework
Along? Are you sure it's along?
a lot
A lot.
a lot of homework to do today.
One more time, CS. Sorry, go.
Sorry, I afraid
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid I can't. Would you come to my home tonight? I have a lot of homework to do today.
Okay, thank you. Janus, what's your answer? Go.
BCA.
BCA. BCA. Okay, who wants to read? Edison, read. Follow BCA. Go.
Would you come to my home tonight? I have a lot of homework to do today. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't.
Do you think this is correct? Who says this is correct? Raise your hand. Come on. Janus, you need to raise your hand. You answered this. Raise your hand if you think this is correct. Eugene, what's the answer? Microphone. CS.
BAC.
BAC. Why do you say it's BAC? Alright, let's try again. BAC. Edison. Oh no. Who can read? Jason. Read. BAC. Go.
Would you come to my home tonight? Sorry, I'm afraid I can't. I have a lot of homework to do today.
So is this correct now?
Yes.
Yes. So you need to say sorry first, and like example, would do you like cake? Yes, I do. So here you're just saying the same thing. Sorry, I can't. No, I can't. Sorry, I can't. And then you can say why. Because I have a lot of homework to do. So the correct answer here would be, would you like to come to my home tonight? Sorry, I'm afraid I can't. I have a lot of homework to do today. It's like saying, no, I can't. Because I have a lot of homework to do today. Okay? So the sorry needs to go first. You don't say, I have a lot of homework to do. Sorry, I can't. It's a little bit weird. All right, let's go back to number 1. Jenny, can you please tell us? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes? Okay. So, tell us, Jenny.
CBA.
CBA. CBA. Okay, now who can follow CBA? All right, Yo-Yo. Go.
Could you
tell me. Sure, what's the matter? I can't get the book on the top shelf.
Shelf. Bookshelf. Shelf.
Shelf.
Okay. Great job. So, could you help me? Sure. That means yes. What's the problem? What's the matter? I can't get the books or the book on the on top of on the top shelf. Okay, so this is the answer for 1, 2, 3, and 4 on page 41, part A. Next, let's complete page 41, part B. Fill in the blanks. Let's read the conversation. Let's have who wants to read color red? Who wants to read A? Raise your hand. I want all of you to read. All right, Austin. Who else? Ethan. And who is that? Jason. Okay. Next. Who wants to read B? No one wants to read B. Hold on. And I said Yo-Yo, right? Or Jason? I said Austin, Ethan, and who else?
Jason.
Jason. All right, and B? Who wants to read B? Let's have Ryan, Ederson, and Eugene. Okay? So, read this one first. If you don't know the answer, you don't need to give the answer for the blank. Just read. You don't need to answer. Do you understand? Just read. So if it says, uh-oh, I got a, that's it. Do you have an? That's it. Yes, but someone has it. Okay? Don't need to answer yet. I just want you to read. Ready? Austin, Ethan, Jason, Ryan, Ederson, and Eugene. 1, 2, 3. Start.
Let's
Take
take
a
a
ride on your bikes.
Where do you
want
Want to go?
I don't know, but it
seems
seems
beautiful
around here.
I haven't ridden my bike for a long time.
I
wonder if my bike is still okay.
Let me
Let
go
me go to check with you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, I
Do you
have
and
and
no,
no, I don't. You?
yes.
Someone
says
Oh wow.
Oh
oh
well,
well,
I cannot go with you this time.
Okay, great job. Next. Who didn't read yet? We have Yo-Yo. Janus. CS. Jenny. Ready? Did I miss out anybody else? No one, right? Ready? So Yo-Yo, please, Yo-Yo and Janice, please read A, and then Jenny and CS, please read B. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
Let's take a ride
on
bikes.
bikes.
When do
Where, not when. Where?
Where do you
where
want
do
to
you
go?
want to go?
Where do you want, not went.
When do you want to go?
Where do you want to go? CS.
Where do you want to go?
Next.
I don't know, but it seems beautiful around here.
around here.
It seems, again, it seems
It seems
beautiful
beautiful
beautiful around here.
Next.
I haven't ridden my bike for a long time.
What happened to CS?
I wonder
I have
if my
been with my
is
bag
still
for
okay.
a long time. I wonder if my bike is still okay.
Next.
Let me
come share with you.
you.
Oh, I
Oh,
guess
I got
Do you have an
You have an
No, I don't. Do you?
No, I don't do you.
yes, but someone
yes,
has.
but someone has.
No, well, I
Oh well, I probably
Probably.
go.
Probably.
I
probably
cannot
go
go
with
this
this
time.
time.
All right. So, now you've read it once. Listen and then try to think what is the answers to these blanks, and then you can have your break. Let's take a ride on our bikes. Where do you want to go? I don't know, but it seems beautiful around here. I haven't ridden my bike for a long time. I wonder if my bike is still okay. Let me go check with you. Uh-oh, I got a... What do you think is the answer, Ethan?
Flat tire.
Flat tire. Great job. And then, next one. Do you have an... What is it? Jason.
Do you have an air pump?
Very good. No, I don't. No, I don't. Do you? And Ryan, what's the answer? Ryan. Ryan, go. No, I don't. Do you?
Yes, but someone has borrowed it.
Has. So that means it's past participle. So what is the verb here? Is it borrow? Borrowed?
Borrowed.
Okay. Okay. We can have here borrowed. What is another one? If it's not borrowed, what can happen to your air pump? If you don't have it, someone borrowed it. What else? Yes, Austin?
Stolen.
Yeah, someone also could steal it. So you can say someone has stolen it. Is there another answer? What else can happen to your air pump? So you don't have an air pump right now. Yes, Ethan.
Lend.
Huh?
Lend it.
But I lend it. So it's already borrowed. We can't have borrowed and lend interchangeable. Austin.
Broken.
Yes, someone also has broken it. Okay? So, for this part, because we don't have, I think, we can use borrowed, stolen, or broken here. Okay? Because the last part, oh well, I probably cannot go with you this time. It doesn't really say if it's, it could be any of these three. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can choose borrowed, stolen, or broken as long as it's a past participle verb because it's has. Okay? All right. So here we finish page 41 and you can have your break. I'll give you 7 minutes this time. All right? Ready? 7 minutes starts now. Hi. So let's go to page 42, part B. Hi, class time. So we'll practice more on the lend and on the borrow. Okay? Class time. Lend and borrow. Edison, class time. Janus. Why do you have two?
Teacher, I know.
Why do you? No. It's okay, Edison. Janus, why do you have two? Okay, there. All right. So make a polite request or make polite requests using lend and borrow. So here each each of the numbers you need to follow if it's a borrow or a lend, okay? So who wants to answer number 1? Okay, Ethan. Number 2. CS. Number 3. Ryan. Number 4. Eugene. Number 5. Janus. Number 6. Jenny. All right. Number 1, Ethan, you want to use his cell phone. We don't know who is this person, but we know it's a boy. So, please use it. Please use borrow.
May I borrow your cell phone?
Very good. May I borrow borrow your cell phone? Again, don't write. This is your homework. So cell phone, one word. Sorry, I need to change that to a question mark. Give me a sec. Okay. May I borrow your cell phone? Great job. Next, yes. You want to use his camera. We don't know who is this. We just know it's a boy. How do you ask politely? Use lend.
Could you lend your camera?
Could you lend your camera? Are you sure? Try again.
Could you lend me your camera?
Final answer. 1, 2, 3, go. Go, CS.
Could you lend me your camera?
Yes. Could you lend me your camera? Now, you can also say here, can you? Okay? But it's, Yo-Yo, are you there? Oh, I didn't see you.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see you. You can say also, can you lend me your camera? But it's nicer to ask, could you? Okay? Next, Ryan, you want to use her umbrella, and then who is this? Dana. So you want to use Dana's umbrella. How do you ask her politely? Use lend, please.
Could you lend me her umbrella?
You're talking to her. So again,
Could you
go.
Could you lend me your umbrella?
Very good. So, could you lend me your umbrella? Yes, again, you can have your can, but it's nicer or more polite if you use could you, okay? Next, Eugene, number 4, you want to use his pen. It's Rick, okay? And you need to use borrow. What is the question?
May I borrow your pen?
All right. May I borrow your pen? Next, Janus. You want to use his bicycle. We don't know who is he, but it is a boy. So, Janus, what is the question? Because you need to use lend. Go.
Can you lend me?
Again, louder.
Can he lend you the bicycle?
You here is you, Janus. And then he is the one you're talking to. So you are already talking to the person. Go.
Could you
Could you what?
lend me
Lend me.
your bicycle?
Okay. Okay, thank you. Last one, Jenny, you want to use her teddy bear. We don't know who is her, but you want to use the girl's teddy bear. How do you ask her that you want to borrow it?
May I borrow your teddy bear?
Great job. Okay, there you go. So, everybody, let's read the questions. May I? 1, 2, 3, go. Number 1, may I? Turn on your microphones. 1, 2, 3, go.
May I borrow your cell phone?
Number 2.
Could you lend me your camera?
Number 3.
Could you lend me your umbrella?
Number 4.
May I borrow your pen?
Number 5.
Could you lend your bicycle?
And number 6.
May I borrow your teddy bear?
Okay. Now, this is your homework. Do you understand?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Okay, please go back to English all the way. Let's read the dialogue on page 63. And then we can play a short game about lend and borrow. Okay? Please go again to page 63. Your English all the way, page 63. Ready? So, I want the first dialogue. Okay, with the first dialogue, let's have who will read Sam, and we have Anne. Okay, I want. Okay, let's have Ryan and Ethan. And then here, let's have Janice. So let's have Ethan and Ederson. Ready? Ethan, Ederson, and then Ryan and Janice. 1, 2, 3. Start, Ethan.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Pam?
I'm sorry she's not home right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes, please. This is Anne.
Oh, hi, Anne. This is Sam.
It's Ryan.
Oh, hi, and this is Sam.
Janice, are you paying attention? It's your turn.
I said, could you ask him to give me a call when she back? I need to ask her some questions.
Sure, I will let her know.
Did you know that time she will be back?
Sorry, I don't know.
Thank you. Janice is she's back.
She's back.
All right. Let's have one more. Let's have Austin and Jason. Then the following will be CS and Yo-Yo. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Pam?
So I'm sorry she's not home right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes, please. This is Anne.
Oh, hi, and this is Sam.
Can you say it properly? Oh, hi, Anne.
Oh, hi, and this is Sam.
Hi, Sam. Could you ask Pam to give me a call when she's back? I need to ask her some questions.
Sure, I will let her know.
Do you know last time she will be back?
Sorry, I don't know.
All right. So this is a phone call between Sam and Anne. Okay? But does Sam want to talk to Anne? Does Sam want to talk to Anne? No. To who does Sam want to talk to? Yes, Yo-Yo.
Pam.
Pam. But Pam is not home right now. So he left a message for Anne to tell Pam. Okay? Okay, ready? Here, let's have Anne and Pam. So, who didn't read yet? Okay, it's Anne, Pam. Alright. So, here, let's have Jenny and then Eugene. And then here, let's have Ryan and Ederson. And then here let's have Yo-Yo and Ethan. Ready? Jenny, 1, 2, 3, start.
Hello.
Eugene.
Hello, may I speak to Anne, please?
This is Anne speaking. This is Pen.
Yes, you gave me a call while I was out. What's up?
May I ask you a science question?
Edison.
Sure, what is it?
Why do apples fall off trees?
It's because of gravity.
Yeah.
What is that? Could you explain it to me further?
Great job. Yo-Yo and Ethan.
Gravity is the force that pulls the apple down to the ground.
Oh, I see. Thanks very much for your help. Would you mind if I ask you all of my homework questions?
I think you had better come to my house and let me help you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. So now Anne and Pam are talking, and Anne has a question for Pam. What kind of question is it? Is it a math question, an English question? Yes, Ryan?
Science question.
It's a science question. Now, do you know what is gravity? Do you know what is gravity? Gravity in science helps you understand why we are walking on the ground and we are not floating or up in the air, just like if a man is outer space. It's because of gravity. This also helps us understand that is the reason why when things fall, they go to the ground, they go down. Gravity. Do you understand? Okay, it's about a science question. So, we'll continue that next time, and let's go play a short game of Kahoot, and it is about lend and borrow. I'll ask you one by one. And give me the answer. You don't need to sign in. I will sign in and you will see the questions. All right, ready? I want Eugene, answer number 1. Finish the question. Is it a borrow or lend? Could you me some money until the weekend, please? Eugene.
Borrow.
Could you borrow me? Are you sure it's borrow?
Lend.
It's lend. Again, we don't say borrow me. I keep saying don't say borrow me. Could you borrow me? No.
Lend.
It's lend. Your answer was borrow, so I chose borrow. Next, Ethan. I must take back the books I blah 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 from the library.
Borrow.
I chose borrowed. Why was that so slow? It's correct. It's borrowed. Next. Janus. Could I? Your phone. My battery's dead.
Borrow.
Okay, it's borrow. Great job. Next. Ederson. Who did you it from? Ederson. Ederson. You did not answer. Again, Ederson.
That is.
Who did you it to? Ederson.
Borrow. Lend.
Lend. Who did you lend it to? Next, Ryan. She asked me if she could my camera for the party. Ryan, 5, 4.
Borrow.
It's borrow. She asked me if she could borrow my camera for the party. Next, CS. She never paid me back the money. She
Lend.
lend off me. She lend off me.
Borrow.
I already chose lend because you said lend. It's borrow. She borrowed off me. Okay. Next, Jason. He me his car for the weekend. Where's Jason? Austin. The answer was
didn't open the camera.
who?
Ederson.
Oh, Ederson. Let's have Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, it's raining. Could I an umbrella?
Lend.
Could I lend an umbrella?
Lend.
It's wrong. It's not lend. It's borrow. Could I borrow an umbrella? Last one, Austin. The bank them the money to buy it.
Lend.
Lent is correct. Okay? So as you can see, you still need to practice lend and borrow. Okay? It's a little bit tricky, I know, but that's the reason why we need to practice. At the same time, please practice the ones that we learned today about asking questions. Do you understand? Okay, that's it for today. And please get your communication books. I'll give you your points for today. All right. Jenny, 110. Ederson, 130. Austin, 180. Eugene, 120. CS, 130. Jason, 130. Ethan, I'll give you 200. You answered many of my questions today. Yo-Yo, 160. Ryan, 130. And Janice, 110. Please write your points on your communication book. And that's it for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.
Bye bye.